So what is herd immunity? You might be hearing this term all over the internet and the news in relation to the COVID-19 pandemic. But what exactly does this all mean? Herd immunity is when a certain population of humans or other animals are protected against a disease indirectly. This means that they have not been vaccinated or previously had the disease, but are still protected because there are enough people in the population who are immune to the disease and therefore pose a barrier for transmission. How does herd immunity work? When there is a new disease, such as a new strain of flu or virus, or the current coronavirus pandemic, no one is automatically immune to this disease because no one's immune system has seen it before. Just by pure luck or chance, there may be a small group of the population in which they can contract the virus, but nothing will happen to them. They are therefore labelled as being asymptomatic, meaning that they do not show the symptoms of the particular disease. This could be due to luck that the virus particles that attack them were not successful enough to cause too much damage. It could also be that they have a very strong immune system and they were able to defeat the virus quickly. This small group of the population will be immune to the virus at a later stage, and if they were then exposed to the virus again, the immune system will respond quickly and they are unlikely to be a carrier to the disease, therefore lowering the chain of transmission. The second group of people that help in herd immunity are the people that get immunizations, also known as vaccine. I have made a separate video on how COVID-19 mRNA vaccine works, so check this out to get more information on how these vaccines work. But people who do get vaccine, i.e. they get vaccinated, get introduced to a weakened virus or part of the virus. When the immune system recognizes these invading viruses, they then take their time to produce a good defense to get rid of them. Once a person is vaccinated, they are then immune to that particular disease. So if they catch it at a later time, they may never show the symptoms and they are unlikely to pass on the virus to other people, thus adding to the reduction in the chain of transmission. The third group of people that contribute to herd immunity are those who are healthy in the population. This is usually people within the age ranges of around 18 to 35, also known as healthy adults. Remember, COVID-19 may not affect children much, but children and elderly people are the first most affected by most new diseases. Healthy adults have relatively strong immune systems and so are quite capable of fighting many diseases naturally. Once a healthy adult gets a virus, they may show mild symptoms such as high temperature, headaches, or coughing. The rising of the body's core temperature is an indication that the immune system is working. When the healthy adult then recovers from the mild symptoms, they become immune to the disease, meaning again that they can break the chain of transmission. What is the chain of transmission? So if no one was immune to a new disease, and the disease could be passed on very easily like the common flu or the current coronavirus, then people can fall ill very quickly just by being near each other. Soon, the entire population could have the disease at the same time, which is terrible as it means a lot of ill and dying people and not enough healthy people to take care of them. The chain of transmission can be stopped or slowed down in two main ways. The first way is the least fun way, and this involves social isolation, or what is more popularly known as social distancing. Social distancing works well because people who do not come into contact with others cannot pass on the virus, and thus the number of cases remains small and there are enough healthy people to look after the unwell people. Viruses need an animal host in order to survive. If they cannot be passed on from human to human, they will eventually be eradicated. Although some may survive quite some time in some reservoirs, waiting for an animal host. This is the reason why we need to be careful of swamp-like places, as they can harbour many bad bacteria and viruses. And remember, some diseases like COVID-19 can skip from animals to humans, so we really need to be careful of how we take care of animals and the animals that we eat. The other way of breaking the chain of transmission is by increasing the number of people in a population that are immune. As mentioned before, there are two main ways: being vaccinated or having been infected before. For diseases such as the common cold or the flu, where the death rate is very low, our best tactic is to offer the young and elderly vaccines, whilst also allowing healthy adults to contract the virus naturally, as they would be fine with the virus. This strategy is very controversial, however, and cannot be applied to the current coronavirus pandemic, as the death rate is considerably higher than the common cold or flu. Let's talk more about this chain. When a new virus comes, some people get it, they are not immunized and therefore become sick and contagious. Even healthy people can be sick and spread the virus. When we introduce immunized and healthy people into the population, they basically can't get the virus again, and they block the virus from jumping from a sick person to them and then to someone else. This means that the virus dies somewhere between this chain and stops more people from being infected. As a bigger portion of the population becomes immunized or is immune from previously having the disease, the virus has less places to go, and two main positive effects can be seen. Firstly, less people are being sick, and therefore the infection rate is reduced and there are enough healthy people to sick people for hospitals to function. The second is that because the chain of the virus is weak and broken at many points, even weak or healthy people who haven't been vaccinated or previously had the virus are protected. So this is what we call herd immunity. Many people are automatically protected from a disease because enough people have been immunized by being vaccinated or previously having the disease. Can we achieve herd immunity with COVID-19? It is too early to say now, as we still do not know everything about the disease. There are two main questions that need to be answered first. The first is if the vaccine can actually prevent people from spreading the virus, as it is still unknown if it does that. The second question is on how long the immunity lasts and how quickly the virus can mutate and change its appearance to the immune system. The hope is that by using vaccines and people naturally contracting COVID, that the rates will keep falling. So far, most countries keep seeing new waves, but let's hope that doesn't continue for much longer. Thank you guys for watching this video. Be sure to check out my channel for other types of videos I make. I like making informative videos like these, so make sure you subscribe. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to add them in the comment section below. If you like this video, please show me your appreciation by pressing like. And as always, thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.